There was a dramatic development on the local bourse on this Monday. The market value of SKhainic's briefly surpassed that of Samsung Electronics to make it South Korea's most valuable listed company. Our Baek Ju-hee reports.
SKha이닉스 dethroned Samsung Electronics to become the most valuable company on the benchmark KOSPI based on common shares alone. Strong institutional and foreign buying supported the morning momentum, driving SKha이닉스 stock to a fresh 52-week high. Fueled by this tech-led rally, the benchmark KOSPI reached a fresh all-time high, closing at 9,114.55. SKha이닉스 closed at a market capitalization of 2,080 trillion won, approximately $1.4 trillion, securing the top spot on the benchmark KOSPI. At the closing bell, Samsung Electronics' market capitalization stood at 2,067 trillion won, or around $1.3 trillion, falling short of SKha이닉스 by $8.45 billion. This marks the first time since November 21, 2000, that Samsung Electronics had slid to the number 2 spot in the domestic stock market by market value. However, Samsung Electronics still maintains the overall lead if preferred shares are included. When including Samsung preferred stocks valued at around 180 trillion won, or around $117 billion, its combined market cap remains higher than that of SKha이닉스. The historic shift was driven by SKha이닉's significant market share in the high bandwidth memory segment as a crucial supplier to NVIDIA.
In particular, reports show that SKha이닉스 has submitted its ADR listing application to the US SEC and is now awaiting approval. This anticipation seems to be drawing much stronger investor interest compared to Samsung Electronics.
In contrast, the impact of the AI boom on Samsung Electronics was relatively diluted. Because Samsung operates a highly diversified portfolio, including smartphone, home appliances, and displays, its overall corporate value responds more slowly to specialized semiconductor trends.
Competition will intensify as each company showcases its technological edge. Following today's reports that Samsung Electronics has shipped samples of its 12-layer HBM, we are seeing an accelerating technology race. Ultimately, however, the most critical factor will be which company NVIDIA chooses as its semiconductor supplier.
This intraday reversal carries significant symbolic weight, signaling a fundamental shift in market leadership. As the industry enters a prolonged AI-driven semiconductor supercycle, the market value battle between the two tech giants is expected to intensify. Baek Ju-hee, 아리랑뉴스.